I throw off the covers and shiver in the cold, dragging myself out of bed to turn off my alarm clock. I could just go back to bed, I tell myself, knowing that I don't have to be at school until 9. But instead, I slip on the workout clothes sitting on my dresser. At 8:30 the night before, the idea of going to the gym sounded great, but at 6 a.m., it is anything but great. By 6:45, I am one lap in on the treadmill and my eyes are beginning to open up. My brain is fully functioning by 7:30 as I am finishing up my last plank. I don't even need the cold of a shower or boost from coffee to wake me up. My workout did the job. I seem to be the odd one out when it comes to my every other morning routine. In her book, 8 Keys to Mental Health Through Exercise, author Christina Hibbert shocks us by saying that 81.6% of adolescents do not get enough exercise on a daily basis. It is important for teens to get enough exercise because regular physical activity has positive effects on adolescent mental health and can be used to help treat mental health disorders. For some, it's not just the early hour, but the act of working out itself that makes my morning routine sound like a nightmare. Exercise is some people's worst enemy, and just thinking about running makes them sweat. However, according to dictionary.com, exercise is simply defined as bodily exertion. Exercise doesn't have to be a 4-mile run. It could be as simple as a dance party. Regular exercise, even a silly dance party, could be helpful in managing the stress felt by so many adolescents on a daily basis. First, during physical activity, the levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, decrease. Second, exercise has an influence on the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, and thus on the psychologic reactivity to stress. In short, exercising helps to both remove the hormone that causes one to feel stressed and lowers one's feelings of fear towards stressful situations. Knowing this, I wonder what would happen if teachers took their classes on a walk around the school before an exam. Perhaps the students would face the exam with less fear and stress than they had before, helping them to perform better on the test. What, then, might happen if students were exercising every day before school? Much like I do on the days when I go to the gym in the morning, students would respond to stressful academic and social situations with a clear mind. Stress is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to mental health problems. Whether diagnosed or not, many adolescents suffer from more serious mental health problems like depression and anxiety. Much like its stress-relieving features, regular exercise also acts as a treatment and preventative measure against depression and anxiety. First of all, when a person exercises, serotonin is released into the brain, a hormone that, when scarce, can cause depression and anxiety. Secondly, during physical activity, endorphins, or happy chemicals, are released into the brain. Christina Hibbert says exercise works like medication, releasing and leveling chemicals associated with stress, depression, and anxiety. However, exercise does not carry any harmful side effects like many medications do. In fact, most all of the side effects are helpful. And while mental health medications simply serve as cures for depression and anxiety, exercise serves as a preventative measure as well. Published graduate student Sarah Radovic mentions the protection hypothesis, which contends that exercise can be preventative against the development of depression in adolescents. Rather than just acting as medication for mental health issues, exercise acts as a vitamin to build up immunity against them. If adolescents were to take their exercise vitamins every day, they could save themselves from unwanted stress, anxiety, and depression. These are not the only mental health problems that adolescents face. Social media leaves many adolescents feeling insecure, but regular physical activity could be a solution to the self-esteem issues faced by so many teenagers. As Christina Hibbert says, when we exercise, we feel more confident in ourselves. Those feelings of, I can do this, during a workout can spill into other parts of life. In a podcast on exercise and mental health, one high school athlete explained, I think that my thoughts are more valuable now. And even if I have, the wrong answer, whatever, at least I'm making an effort to participate. If every student felt like this, they would be walking through the school hallways with their heads high, ready to take on what the day has for them. Secondly, there is no question that physical activity builds muscle, burns calories, and is simply good for the body. Adolescents who exercise regularly will gain confidence as well as notice results in their body. The physical benefits of exercise should not be forgotten, but especially for adolescents who are going through drastic changes in their lives, the mental benefits of exercise outweigh them. Regular exercise can help treat mental illnesses such as stress, depression, and anxiety, while also boosting self-esteem. So teenagers, even if you opt to get your heart rate up later in the day, you won't regret taking the exercise pill. It's a vitamin that truly works.